CBS's The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers revealed that Brooke would do her best to hold on and beg Ridge not to abandon her after her secret was revealed. Brooke is determined to protect this marriage at all costs. The episode promises to have a lot of messages for this love triangle. B&B fans know how hard it was for Brooke to hide the truth about Deacon from Ridge on New Year's Eve that day. Although Brooke knew it was wrong to lie to Ridge, she was forced to do so to protect her happiness. However, this action of Brooke is considered too reckless because it can lead to serious consequences if she reveals an opening. Plus, if things continue like this, Brooke's relationship with Ridge may not be as happy as before because Brooke will never forget the guilt she caused Ridge. What will the future marriage between Brooke and Ridge look like if Brooke let things continue like this? After thinking for a while, understanding that Brooke decided to actively admit fault to Ridge and hoped he would listen to her explanation. Brooke hoped that Ridge would give her a chance to prove that what happened that night with Deacon was a disastrous misunderstanding, and that she remained steadfastly loyal to him. But unfortunately, Brooke took too long to realize that, and it was too late. Meanwhile, from February 7 to 11, Steffi will reach out to Taylor and tell her about Brooke's infamous kiss with Deacon, which she's collected through her investigation. After that, Taylor decided to personally tell Ridge the whole truth about the story of Santa kissing Douglas's grandmother, as well as Deacon's stay at Brooke's house and the video Steffi gave him, and she watched. It took a long time for Taylor to get Ridge to come to terms with the fact that Brooke had cheated and betrayed him while he was away. Ridge reached out to Brooke immediately. He wanted to hear a confession from his wife, and Brooke finally admitted her mistake. To this day, Brooke still doesn't understand why she drank that night, but alcohol is all Brooke can justify right now. She declared to Ridge that she would never have taken the initiative to kiss Deacon had she not been drunk that night. It was alcohol that made her so confused. At the same time, Brooke also tried to explain to Ridge that she and Deacon only really slept next to each other that night. Of course, sleeping next to each other without making love is a little less sinful, but Ridge was no longer sober enough to consider that. The only thing he cared about right now was that his wife had slept in the same bed, but with that despicable Deacon. Ridge's terrifying rage was reaching a climax, which inevitably filled Brooke with anxiety. Brooke is uneasy because she knows that the nightmare she's been trying to avoid is slowly coming true. Brooke thought that she needed to do something to save this marriage that was on the verge of breakdown. So Brooke deliberately reminded Ridge of the happy memories that the two of them had, that they had to overcome so many hardships to get where they are today. Brooke hoped Ridge could give her one more chance to go through this event together. Of course, Brooke knew this was not likely, that Ridge would accept her forgiveness immediately, but Brooke was sure she wouldn't leave him for another second. Brooke will show a pitiful expression and beg Ridge not to abandon her, and let's forget the past together and move towards a new and better future.